What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so we got two new uniforms here for the mid-patch, or the second patch for the Doctor Strange update for the Multiverse of Madness. And first up, we're going to be looking at Mordo. We're going to look at both Mortal and Ancient One in this video here, but we're starting with Mordo because he was the first one there on the list. So it looks like with this uniform, he is staying speed type. So he was speed type with that uniform. He started off as blast, so we're keeping the speed type for Mordo. It's going to change both his passives, and then his uniform effect is going to be an 80% chance when hit to remove all debuffs and become immune to energy damage for 5 seconds, and to reflect energy damage, or 50% of energy damage. I don't remember if that was... Okay, the immune to energy, because I kind of remember the immune to energy being a thing. So that was a 10% chance when attacking before. Now it's when hit. Did he have energy reflect on one of his skills? I don't know. I haven't used Mordo like in such a long time. Can't remember if he had reflect on one of his skills. But anyway, let's see what this uniform's going to do for him, because, I mean, it's pretty much going to be a whole new character here, because his old uniform and his base kit are not even worth using or mentioning. So let's see what this does for him. Alright, so we have guaranteed dodge by 30%, increased skill damage by 35%, bonus damage 30, decreased damage received by 30. Okay, so a little of everything there. So mostly survivability. And then whenever we use the Blade Whip skill, we're going to get a 20% heal. That's actually really big. And a 100% damage proc for one skill. Interesting. Okay, nothing on the second skill of note. Third skill, we've got a guard there, so that could be nice. Paralysis. Fourth skill, so this is a Blade Whip, so this is the one that will activate our heal and our damage proc. Has a 70% chance to penetrate, looks like everything, so that's good. Increase all attack by 45, defense by 25, speed by 15. And then the fifth skill, we've got paralysis, decrease all defense, or we have all defense down, minus 60%. So it could be good in World Boss Ultimate if anyone's still playing that. We have super armor, we have increased defense by 30%, increase all attack, all defense by 50%. We have crit rate by 40%, and we have 6 seconds of damage immunity. We have quite a few things going on here. So he's getting, what, 45% there, 50% there. So he's got a lot of all attack. And then he's got 40% crit rate. So he should be easy to max on his crit rate. Because how long does this last for? 9 seconds. Yeah, so he should be really easy to max on crit rate. The super armor is really good. And then he's got damage immunity on... Oh, it's just... No, that was only that skill. Okay, so the damage immunity was also on the passive, so what I was thinking of. Wait, not on the passive, on the uniform. Oh, no, it's only energy, so, Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into the skill preview and see what Mordo is looking like now. So, first skill hasn't changed at all. Second skill. Okay, I mean, it's an iframe, so that's nice. Iframe, you can jump to the other side of the boss. Third skill. Okay, that's quite a long iframe, so that could be nice for some protection there. A little stalling maybe for your awakening skill to come off of cooldown or something. Fourth skill, so this is the one that will get us our damage proc and heal. Okay, so a lot of, well, I mean, I think it's called something whip, right? That's a lot of mystic whip action going on there. Blade Whip, yeah. And then the fifth skill. Okay, iframe. And he goes out of the iframe when he's in the bubble there. What kind of buffs do we get? Is that bubble giving us anything? All defense down. Is that what's giving us the increase to attacks and super armor? No, it doesn't look like anything's refreshing. I'm not sure what that bubble is really for. I guess it's just for looks. He doesn't look like you can really combine any of the skills, so it's not like you can transfer... I mean, you can transfer the damage proc, but you don't get anything else from it, from that fourth skill, if you just go for, like, the cancel into the fifth skill. And then the fifth skill, can't really mean, you still got the bubble if you do that. The bubble explodes, but you don't get all of the kind of spears that he summons in there. Yeah, like all the those are the staffs or something, aren't they? All those staffs flying around. Not sure how I feel. He seems like not very damage proc friendly unless you kind of alternate maybe your damage procs. So proc 1 rotation on 5 and then 1 rotation on 4. Like similar to Electro or something like that, where you proc on his 5 and then next rotation on 4 or something like that. And this give us a big buff. What did this give us? This gave us the guard hits. All the buffs are on 4 and 5, so pretty much just proc, boom, 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 and then go into the 4th skill. Yeah, the 4th skill is a built-in proc, so then just go into the 4th skill and then go back to the 5th skill maybe? What are the cooldown times? Oh, 18 seconds and 16 seconds. Okay, so that doesn't look very doable, but I don't know. He looks like he might be decent with the rage, but he looks very generic to me, so I'm not super impressed with Mordo here. He's not someone that I'm really going to be working on getting the uniform or transcending him because he just doesn't look, well, good enough to be. He could probably do some decent damage, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's going to compete with any other speed types, really. Maybe he's got his niche somewhere, but I don't know. I don't see it. So yeah, Mordo, I don't know. He looks kind of average to me and probably not someone that you're going to want to get early on. If you have, I don't know, like everybody already ranked up, maybe just get him for fun. But yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem too great. So now we're moving on to Ancient One. So Ancient One gets a tier 3 with her uniform. We change everything here with the uniform. Leadership passives, okay, and then increase all buff effects by 20%, increase all debuff effects by 20%, increase skill damage 25%, and bonus damage by 25%. So we can't put any debuffs on Warboss Legend, but I guess if she has any debuffs that apply in Warboss Ultimate, you can do that, or in PvP, that would work as well. The increase to buff effects by 20% is actually pretty nice. So let's see what kind of effects we're getting here. So, applies to all allies. We have increase all resistance by 30%, ignore dodge by 30%, and elemental damage by 40%. So, pretty much just an elemental support, but that's what Ancient One was before. I think Ancient One had 25% increased elemental before and 25% ignore dodge, I believe, as well. We get an extra 5% there, and then we're getting an extra 15% elemental. Interesting. We'll have to see. And then the 4-star passive, crit damage 30%, guaranteed crit 30%, reflect energy up to 45% of attack. I mean, looks like Ancient One might be targeted as a DPS, so maybe she's going to hit really hard because crit damage and crit rates on the passive here makes me think they want you to use her as a DPS and not necessarily a support. Okay, we have energy, nothing there, nothing there. What do we have here? All defense down, only minus 30%, nothing crazy. Oh, invincibility for 3 seconds, so that's good. Definitely need that invincibility. Time freeze for 3 seconds. Okay, so you can amplify the time freeze, so it'll go up probably to like 4 seconds with the extra 20%. So in Warboss Ultimate, you can freeze them a little bit longer. I wonder if she strikes with this skill. So with this uniform, maybe it would be a good striker for Warboss Ultimate to get that time freeze or something. And then we have invisibility or ignore targeting. 100% chance to all damage immunity, 5 seconds. All attack, all defense, 20% attack with 30% defense, 1% speed. Okay. Not bad. So we have invincibility on the 3rd skill. We have damage immunity on the 4th skill. We've got that invisibility as well. That gives them, what, a 75% chance to miss you. And then the 5th skill applies to all allies. So I'm assuming it's another skill where it drops something on the ground. Gives a 5% heal removes all debuffs. So was that what it was before? Or they were separate, weren't they? Before it used to be like the third skill was remove debuffs and then the fifth skill was the heal. But anyway, we've got a heal and remove debuffs there, which applies to all allies. Increase all attack, all defense 30%. Speed, we have crit rate by 30% as well. Okay, nice. So very easy to max out crit rate on Ancient One here. Let's check out the skills. And the change in the leadership was now brings her up to a 50% leadership for energy attack on blast types. So what, 5% less than Star-Lord, because Star-Lord is 55%, I believe, to blast types. Alright, so first skill. Okay, iframe. That looks, I think that's the same first skill, isn't it? It might be, because I don't think they actually changed that one. Alright, so second skill. Very similar to the previous second skill, except now we get more circles, and they actually do some lingering damage, whereas they did not do that before. Third skill. Okay, that's pretty cool. Just summons all the sigils around it and zaps them. Ah. Nice. Fourth skill. So we go iframe, and now we're invisible. Again with a few blasts, again with the sigils. Okay, and then the fifth skill, so this should drop something. Okay, so there's a bubble, so we should be continually healing. Oh, that didn't last very long. Continually healing and having our debuffs removed while in this bubble here. But yeah, it does not last for very long. Interesting. So can we can combine some skills here. What else can we maybe combine? That's a zap, that's a zap. So maybe 2, 3, 4, and 5. Dang, look at all the debuffs on them. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That looks like that's probably the way. Can we spam it? So 2. Okay, so you can instant cancel and still get 2. And then what about 3? You can instant cancel 3. Okay. 4. You can instant cancel 4. Alright, so you can instant cancel these. So just go like this. Very reminiscent of... Actually, it didn't look like we got everything there. I was going to say reminiscent of Doctor Strange, but I don't think we actually... Oops, missed the... That looks like we got everything. It's like the new Doctor Strange. Boom, 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 boom. Spam skills. Boom, 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 boom. Spam skills. And then Ancient One, of course, got a tier 3. So let's see what that looks like. Got an iframe. Doing quite a few hits here. Just sitting there, just, ooh, that's cool. Just sitting there destroying them. That's a pretty long animation, too, for that tier 3. Alright, so Ancient One. Ancient One is looking pretty nice. And I don't know, I seem to be a sucker for characters that have passives that apply to all allies. So I'm kind of considering ranking up Ancient One and getting her to tier 3. I don't have a lot of elemental characters at tier 3 or awakened that I use currently against War Boss Legend, but hey, maybe this support would be something I can use on them. And I've already tier 3'd Wong, so if Ancient One turns out to be really strong on her own, then I can just pair her with Wong and take advantage of that. But it's kind of weird that Ancient One increases all elemental damage but doesn't deal any elemental damage herself, so she can't even take advantage of her own passive. Kind of weird, but I mean, okay. So you know what, I think I am going to buy this uniform because I kind of want to work on Ancient One, but I'm curious if anyone else has already tier 3'd her, what your experience is with Ancient One. Is she actually really strong? Is maybe a support? Because depending on if you know, you let me know if she's, say, not a very strong option, a World Boss Legend, like maybe doesn't do a lot of damage, then I might not actually rank her up. I might just keep her as a striker or support if I ever decide to get all of my War Boss ultimates to 99. Actually, I'm only missing like 2 of them. I've just been not really bothering to push back up to 99 in those. I just play Robust Legend. But yeah, so that's going to be the 2 uniforms. I think Mordo just looks okay, not great. But Ancient One here, from the skill preview, I think she actually looks really good. I think she will be a pretty strong tier 3, but again, let me know in the comments below if you've already tier 3'd her. Let me know if I'm right or wrong about that. But that's going to be it for this video here. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.